Remember your power. Feel it within you. There's a lot of people around you trying to cause chaos so that you don't remember how powerful you are. They run around in circles to make sure that you don't realize that here. You have such a personality here, very much of an individual. And you're someone who has a lot of promise. You're going towards your North Node energy right now. But you go in a way that's very distinct from other people. It's not the same way. So people get kind of jealous of that and think that you must have some kind of upper hand on them to be able to get to that. The levels that you're getting on, whether you have your own business here or not. In terms of relationships, might have been hard in the past. You are not necessarily picky, but you just know what you want here. You have a lot of self-love for yourself. You really enjoy life. You like to stay in the moment. You're not scheming here. And you're very balanced. 11-11 here. And then we have here, here, here. So it's Gemini. Very versatile too. So it's not like you are someone who is inflexible. It's just at the same time you have so much. With everything you need is within yourself. You know, for the most part. So you don't need to fight with other people to get what they have or to try to convince people of your worth here. You have a strong vision about what you want. You have this beautiful gaze upon you that people talk about when you're determined. You know, when you are seeing things from a higher or a distant perspective here, but in a very wise and compassionate way. This one came out here, somewhat of that kind of, you have that wisdom and that passion. It's not necessarily like how you'd expect to see it. It may seem subdued to some people, but it's there. You go with the ups and downs of life because you've been through it most of your life, having to deal with bullying and feeling left out and not being understood. But most of it is just people really admiring you for the most part and wondering how you do it. So it's been hard in terms of support lately, but I do see you receiving some healing from the deep wounds that you had before. You have really cleared out past life and the deep emotions that are there. So the things that you're going to work on from here on then will be a lot more manageable. And I see you in a leadership position within these things. You're building something new here. And you're doing it with your intuition and your heart and your soul, everything within you. It feels very aligned to you, no competition. It just feels right. The people around, maybe it won't be your soul family, but it'll definitely work and flow, I'm hearing. You'll be training people. We have 10-10 here as well, so you may have influence over people here. Someone who's really you're gonna start putting what you want to do in your life into action or take something to the next level. You're someone who's just so joyful. Trust the process. Spirit wants to send you messages, so connect with your third eye. You may have some Egyptian influence within your life here. Stay away from drama and continue to go to your aspirations. I see things coming for you. Great blessings because of the self-love, because of the boundaries coming in for you. I'm seeing beautiful things coming. When can Spirit, when can they plan to see some big changes come in their life? So we have July. Makes sense. August. November. Wow. So these are 3 months that you might see some huge changes in terms of really reaping the rewards of the things that you've planted in terms of making an entrance. You're planning something really big here, and I'm seeing that it's going to work out for you. Make sure you recharge, Spirit's saying. Keep people in wonder and puzzlement here, because I feel like you're still trying to figure it out yourself completely. So leaving people to wonder what's going on here as in a magical, mystical way. It's probably the best way to go about it right now. Some of the things that you have are wishful thinking in the way that they're not realistic yet, or they're not something realistic at all. It's just something that you're kind of seems to be okay. These are details within the bigger plan. We have someone here that may come back for an apology, but it might be wise not to be around them right now because it's kind of like there's some stagnancies. You have spent way too much time kind of focusing on other people, giving other people chances, and suffered in silence because, you know, not having these dreams. Maybe you lived too much in the moment with other people, felt trapped. But I'm seeing now it's time. Don't get yourself over your head. Having all doesn't mean you're going to be over your head here. It's going to mean that you are in control of your life, your energy, your schedule, what feels comfortable to you, what you can do here. So you're going to be in the moment this time, but in a way of slowing down, not always living for tomorrow, like today, and spending all your money or doing reckless things. But this time you're going to be in the moment in this beautiful way where you're slowing down and you're taking your time. You're enjoying the process. You're enjoying the journey just as much as the results and the benefits that you get from what you have created and what you are nurturing in your life. It makes life so much more joyful because you're such a joyful person. So don't worry, you are definitely being, protected, and you definitely were protected back then when you made some decisions out of being in a vulnerable place, being lost. It's, we've all been there to a certain extent, right? Don't let people get you down. The only people that are gossiping about you are karmics and people that are toxic themselves anyways, and they don't have hope for themselves in their lives, and they've overextended themselves. You are on your way of finding soulmate type people here because you're not willing to settle here, and you're not willing to overlook red flags of people who are too selfish or emotionally unavailable or just not in their right way. I do feel like you will find people when you're more established than when you are really working on things. And right now you might just be kind of working on yourself. You're going to it's like you're going to have your grand entry. You're going to have your grand glow up and just going to look at ease and in so much, confidence here and so much beauty. People can misunderstand that all they want, but at the end of the day, you're going to feel it, and the right people are going to be attracted to that, and they're not going to see it. So you're letting go of anything that doesn't serve you here. It's a beautiful transformation. You are moving on from the narcissists in your life, and you are asking for what you really want. And I think that's beautiful. You're willing to wait here, and you're not pushing no one, and you don't need no one for anything. You're not marrying anyone. You're not dating anyone for something, and willing to stay in something that's passionless anymore and swallowing your feelings. You're going to find a lot of epiphanies, and your health is definitely going to improve a lot. So it's looking beautiful for you, honeys. Congratulations. Ciao.